Guru Nation, how's it going? Thank you so much, guys, for checking out another video. Look, you haven't seen this man here to my left in a while. He's been busy. He's got his head in the trenches, busy at the clinic, world renowned oncologist, community based oncologist, right? Dr. Al Jazairli, not one of these academia oncologists, real world community based oncologist who also does research. By the way, Dr. Al Jazairli is about to write a study report soon for a study we did together. So hopefully that goes fairly well for you, and happy to help. And we also have Medical Writing Academy coming up soon, but you didn't hear it from me, guys. All right, you just gotta wait a little bit. But Dr. Al, it's been a while. How's everything?
Everything is okay. I get excited a lot because I'm preparing to write the study about the Hoffman trial, the phase 1/2
Yep.
trial for the breast cancer. And I was preparing the paper and I was wondering, like, where shall I send it to Eileen or to, but now you brought for me the medical writing. That will be I will be very interested in
Yeah, I can
going through your
introduce
medical
you.
writing academy about writing the papers and how to.
Yeah, I can introduce you. You said you have another meeting, but at 3 we're having a meeting with the medical writing instructor to prepare the course, and structure the course and everything. So if you want, I can message you on LinkedIn later. You guys can connect.
Yeah, that will be very nice if we can connect together and see.
Shout out to Christine Spaguinetti, amazing person. I met her doing this podcast actually, and
Really?
and then we got the idea to do the course.
Oh,
Had
yeah,
a few
you have your
Zooms.
first customer here.
2022 is amazing time to be alive. You do a few Zoom meetings and you have a business. You know,
Wow.
that's the way 2022 works. So, Dr. Al, we could talk about a lot. Okay, shortage. The theme of this video will be shortage. So you're an oncologist, right? There's a medication shortage for oncology right now that we can discuss. Labor shortage that you're experiencing also at your site, which we can discuss. And who knows what other shortage of time.
Well,
That's always
that's number one always.
that's constant.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's number one always. That
so which one you want to talk about first, the labor or the medication shortage?
the labor is like universal. It's not only for medical field, for everyone actually, because of you know nobody wants to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of COVID, because they're getting money at home, because of blah 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 blah, etc.
But
etc.
why? What's the reason? Like what? Because
etc.
you're employing coordinators, right? Research assistant, coordinators. What's the reason they don't
Even
want
in
to
my
work?
medical office, to find a good MA,
Yeah.
okay, it is difficult.
And you have great ones there. I know them
They,
from my coming over. Are they all still there?
no, they keep leaving. Like one of them went for maternity, and she's like 3 months now already. No,
Okay.
1 month, but she have 2 months. Okay, we're
Okay.
trying to replace her till now. We didn't find somebody to replace her temporarily. And one of them, she moved like away from here to Corona, from Los Angeles to Corona. So
Okay.
it's like an hour and a half drive. So mainly they leave just because of
Life circumstance.
travel. Yep, life circumstances.
Yeah, I like your MA. I got along with all of them actually when I'm there.
They're very nice. They're very professional, and
So MA's tough. I'm in the same boat with my site in Yuma. It's like they don't even show up to the interviews, the MAs. You know, if you're lucky enough to schedule an interview and they don't show up, and we can't figure out why, because the stimulus is not there anymore. So I don't know what is the cause, but nobody wants to work at the MA position. Seems like.
also for clinical coordinator, I'm looking for clinical coordinators. Even like I'm willing to teach them and everything, pay for their courses and like this, just to start working and like this. And there's none. I get like I apply for job through special professional company like this. I get 5 or 6 CVs.
You know what you need to do? You need to take the. I wish I could have coordinator problem. I don't. there is no coordinator here in Yuma. The what I was planning to do is hire an MA and train them to be a coordinator. So you
Wow.
might want to do that with, but then you're gonna need another MA also. That's a strategy is to bring your MA, make them become a coordinator, train them. That's something else I don't know if you've considered it, but they make good coordinators too once they're trained. It depends on what you need more.
Well, it is an idea, Dan, to do this, but also to start doing NMA as coordinator. It is more job than getting somebody because you need to start with them from zero.
Yeah, yeah.
You
The
know,
thing is, they already know how to do a lot of stuff. Like they know the meds, the vitals. They know how to do blood, ECG. So it's easy in that regard. But from the research side, what we do, I put them in the CRC Academy, and then I teach them hands-on. But you have somebody like Claire can also shadow them. It's all about potential. You
I
got to
need
have
to
that raw
I need
ingredients.
to clone Claire.
Yeah, I know. We need to
I
clone
need to
Claire
clone Claire.
when we
She's
have
doing everything in the office, poor Claire.
when we have that technology. I want to clone Claire too, because everybody needs a Claire. Unfortunately, can't do that. So that's just an idea. I mean, but it's tough to get MA coordinator. It's tough to get a CRA, even CRA level. It's tough to get. Like IQVIA, did you see the IQVIA fourth quarter results? All the CROs booming, booming. Fourth quarter earnings call, IQVIA, which is the industry leader, they grossed 3.6 billion in the fourth quarter of 2021. And their EBITDA was 863 million, and they're
Gee,
having a hard time retaining CRA, and they're having a hard time getting. So everybody's having this labor shortage, from us small business people to big IQVIA in our space.
wow.
It's all there. We got to do more of those stock videos too. I feel like we haven't done enough, but we got
We
to
have
let
not done
the
it in a while. Yes, you're right.
let's have the market recover, or maybe we'll get one of the CEOs
Good.
um, on our channel on
Yep.
the Clinical Research Circle. So, anyways, anything else about the labor shortage you want to
No,
talk
man,
about, or no?
that's it. Like it start being a normal thing now in life post COVID.
So, how
Okay,
are you managing? How are you managing? Because I know we got you another study, right? Another cancer,
yeah,
at
yeah.
least one other one. How
The
are you?
Takeda and small cell lung cancer.
I love Takeda. They're awesome people. They're really trying to do a lot of good stuff behind the scenes.
Yep, they're a good company, easy to deal with, and fast. They're fast. They're not taking us a long time to deal with them and get the study up and running.
Did you know they acquired Shire?
No,
Yeah, they acquired Shire last year, I think. Or maybe even 2 years ago. But yeah, they're big. They're pleasant to deal with. Uh, so what are you doing? You're taking these new studies, and is just Claire doing the new
no.
studies too?
I'm hiring people, but but I have like another two medical student that they you can tell them they don't need to be CRCs, that they understand the basic things, and just mainly for communication, for screening for patient and like this. So I'm hiring the medical student, try to get them into the research because they're going to be clinician at one point also. So that's
Okay.
very helpful for Claire.
Okay. Let's move on to the medication shortage, which is initially why I wanted to do this
It's
interview.
Yeah, no, the shortage of medication is kind of interesting. Till now, nobody figured out why we have shortage of medication, especially in oncology, because we have this shortage like almost for few for many years, and every year there's new medication. Like late last year was the vincristine. Okay, now are you telling me that decarbazine, even decarbazine, is not this medicine that we use a lot in oncology for every type, like cisplatin or carboplatin, that we use it almost for many type of cancer. We use like carboplatin almost on a daily basis in my clinic. We use cisplatin on a weekly basis in my clinic. We use, but decarbazine is not this daily use or something, only for certain type of malignancies such as like Hodgkin or melanoma. Mainly we use the carbazine. So it's not the thing that we very hard, but I'm really surprised about the shortage. But most of the shortage for these medication comes from manufacture reason because of their there is delay on the basic material. There is delay on the producing more numbers, or there is surge in demand because of certain institution running a clinical trial about.
Mm. But you think it's so the supply chain has been backed up for a while in all industries, right? I mean, everything there's a shortage of everything.
Yeah,
So medication, you're saying like the raw ingredients, there's is no different.
yeah. Well, this is what I think because we never had any explanation for other shortages in the past why it's happening. Okay.
Can you give us a crash course into how medications get to your office, like from manufacturer, as best as you know or as best as you understand it?
Mainly like the I don't deal directly with manufacturers. Okay, we deal with a distributor like McKesson or I know there's like three or four of them in the United States. We
Okay.
deal with them and we order through them. We have an account with them and we order whatever we want medical supply, medication, needles, and everything. We order it through this McKesson, which is they're very big in the
Yep.
United States. They handle a lot of. They have their own EMR now that they're providing it.
McKesson has their own
Yeah,
EMR. Wow. Yeah,
yeah,
I use McKesson also.
yeah. So they
Yeah.
have the EMR for the physician to use it, and like this is how much they involve to make it. They tell you like it's easier, like to go through our EMR. We put everything there, and if we find any shortage, we send it to you directly.
Mm.
Smart way of doing business. See?
Like passively.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yeah.
They look at your because it's connected to their machine. They have links machine that. They do inventory for you that hook to the EMR, hook to your orders. So you order the medicine, it's pulled out of the links machine and from the EMR and for the company send you replacement.
What's the medication that's like in for you for your practice in shortage the most frequent?
You know what? At the beginning of the year, we had a shortage of normal saline, bags of normal saline.
Saline
Imagine that.
bags.
Yes, there was a shortage of normal saline bags, IV fluid for the patient to mix the chemo and like this. And that's why that affected us a lot. We have to go and, look for it all over the place to find out like some bags to give to the patient for hydration, post
Yeah.
chemo, or mixing the chemo and all this thing. But now it just came back to normal. And the reason at that time, like there is the manufacturer was doing maintenance or something, so they did not have a lot in stores. Like
Wow.
this, that's why they went in.
We're so dependent on just like a handful. Like you said, the carbazine's only made by two companies. You know, it's generic. That's only
Yeah,
made
it's
by
only
two
it's done
companies.
by two companies. The carbazine
Yeah.
only done by two companies.
And what about some other medications that you're experiencing shortage, like maybe right now?
Right now, uh, there's medicine called ibirulin.
Hmm.
Okay, for breast cancer. We I have a couple of patients on it, and it's been delayed to be delivered to the office. So I ordered extra, and they left it with me here. So in case there is any so I'm expecting that could be any shortage or anything in the future.
And
Mm.
when did you first start noticing this shortage? Like when, if you can, like this
2000,
trend of shortage of
yeah,
supply medication.
2012, 13.
So that long ago. So it's nothing new. It's just been getting
Well,
worse, you
certain
said.
medication, certain times, certain things. Okay. At one point, I started like making my own theory that the company wants to uh, restrict, or the company is producing a generic type, so so they're holding on the trade one or the
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's
Because
been progressively getting worse since 2012, 2013.
a couple of years they were worse for everything almost, but now it's coming back uh, to come as uh, as just an random occasion when once every couple of months we have
Okay. Are you
scare,
worried?
not lack as lack, but scarceness of medication. Let's put it this way.
Do you think, because we hear so much about China and now the Ukraine crisis, but let's talk about China first. Do you think that, first of all, do any of these supplies or medications, are they dependent on China? Because a lot of things coming from China,
No,
I mean, we're vulnerable, no?
China will not paralyze the medicine here. Will paralyze the whole country
I know, I know.
because we're dependent on every infrastructure that we have here. Everything infrastructure in manufacturing, we dependent on China.
I know.
Yeah, they control all the small details and the infrastructure of any manufacturer to build up some material or something. It's
But does that worry
machine.
you as a clinician? Like, does that worry you?
No,
No?
China does not worry me. Politicians should be worried more about China more than me.
All right, fair enough. What about Ukraine crisis? I've always hearing people saying, "Oh,
You
there's."
know, it's bad to hear this about the Ukraine and what's happened. I think it's really painful. I have like friend of mine that's Ukrainian and also, and they're really like it's disturbing to have something happen now in the 21st century. So primitive with war and
Mhm.
with all this stuff. It's, it is kind of unusual.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit like worried because we're in a different economy now. We've never been more globalized, and
Mhm.
we've kind of depended on other countries to take care of our supplies, right? I mean, we saw during COVID, and I I think we're somewhat vulnerable. I think every country more or less is vulnerable, but there's a new race towards securing like raw supplies now, raw material. That's like the new power. That's the new oil, is having raw material.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and unfortunately, and you see the oil now how high the price.
Yeah, I know.
Never get this high ever.
It's not a good time to be buying a pickup truck.
That you have to switch to electrical directly.
I'm in the
My
market for a
enemy.
pickup truck right now, and it's maybe the worst or the best time.
I think
Worst
you
for
need
the
to.
price of gas, but maybe best for the price of the actual car.
I know, but I think you need to get electrical one.
Eventually, yeah, eventually.
Uh,
Um,
electrical pickup.
man, okay, so at least like for your situation, the medication is there's not really like it's not like a big deal, is what you're saying. It's not really impacting your practice or your ability to treat patients as a clinician
No.
at the moment. All right, good. Because I've been getting people requesting that I talk to an oncologist specifically about this issue.
Yeah, but as I told you, like now the recent one, the carvazine, which we get an alert about it, but also the ibuprofen, also another medication that's we thought gonna be, but we stacked on it because
You
we have
stock.
personally treated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of being proactive then as a practice as far as ordering ahead of time and being more
Exactly. Pay
proactive.
attention to because the FDA they have website and they tell you which one gonna be in shortage and like this.
Do
So
they
if you
do?
yeah
Okay.
yeah. So if you follow up with them and have registered in that website, you'll be informed. So if you have patients a lot treated and that's maybe you can order extra
Is
before,
that a
and
free
that's will create
free
more shortage for the other
that's gonna create
clinics.
more shortage. Is that a free website or you have to pay for the
No, it's a
subscription?
free.
Free.
FDA is like free. All
Okay.
their announcement and
All right.
they will let you know about the shortage and everything.
All right. Well, that's basically the two things I wanted to discuss. I mean, hopefully, the one more thing. So we talked about the industry getting busier. There's more studies, especially oncology. I mean, oncology is always busy, but right now
Always
we're
busy.
seeing I read an article that there's been an increase in the amount of new cancer cases worldwide. Is this any truth to this? Do you seeing any uptick in your practice?
Uh, my practice is like it's almost like steady. Okay, I
Okay.
don't say, but there is like before. It depends on what I've been noticing over the whole my practice here that it comes as a seasonal thing. Like I have a colon cancer patient. Okay, I get like 4 or 5 colon cancer in 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay,
Wow.
then I stop for another 1 month or 2 months. Then I see, okay, then like after colon cancer come lymphoma. I get like 4 or 5, 6 cases of lymphoma at in 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay,
Mhm.
and this is how I don't know what's the secret about it, but it comes as a seasonal
It's
most
like
of
a
the time.
random pattern, but it's like,
A random pattern, but why it's not and what it is, I don't know.
yeah.
You know, in the beginning of the year, I had like about 60 new cases of lung cancer, none small. And from February, whole February, I didn't get any case.
Hmm.
So I don't know why.
So you haven't seen necessarily an uptick. It's for you, it's been consistent.
It's being consistent, but I think the cases of cancer in general has been increasing. The incidence is increasing because of the early screening. Because we have screening now for breast, cervical, lung, all these kind of colon, all this screening.
Genetic screening, right?
No, just guideline screening for
Okay,
mammogram,
okay.
for breast cancer mammogram, for cervical pap smear, for colon colonoscopy, for lung low dose helical CT scan. All this, like it's been skin exam, and people start being more aware and more educated about cancer. It's not anymore the vague, mysterious disease that's been out there that scares everybody, but everybody is trying to, they understand that early screening is much better than treating the cancer when it comes back.
And we had, I'm sure you know, but about a month ago, right? CAR
Uh-huh.
T, a new CAR T therapy got approved,
Yeah,
right?
it's always like a new medication, oral medication, CAR-T and everything, and this new discoveries, and that's why you have more clinical trial in oncology, especially now in precision oncology or target oncology, where they find special marker one cluster designation or CD and that they attack it, one membrane cell HER2 new or EGFR or KIT.
This new CAR T stuff, though, I mean, that it's not new. It's been they've been like over a decade of research here, but one of them just got approved recently. What was it for liquid tumor, or are they already working on solid tumor? The
More no CAR-T, all of it so far is for liquid tumor for
okay,
hematology,
okay.
malignancy. I don't lymphomas in general, and leukemias.
So the liquid tumor that's gonna be first. Do you see promise in CAR T for solid tumor at some point, or is it gonna be
I
something
think, but
else?
I think they have to perfect the technology. The still CAR-T is not the safest way to. It is like in case that the patient have no other option, it is one of the good option for that. I had a young patient who had CLL that failed the conventional treatment and tried to put him in a clinical trial that I have here for CLL, but he refused. So I sent him to bigger center for CAR-T, and that's unfortunate because I've been trying to talk to the company representative for CAR-T because they come to visit me to refer patient to big institution. Why we can do it as in our in our clinics? Okay, we
Mm.
did before injection of for prostate vaccine in our clinic where we send the specimen out, they create the vaccine, send it back to us, and we inject it, and there is side effect of
Prostate cancer
yeah,
vaccine. Okay,
prostate cancer.
I see. So
Uh-huh.
for
Like
people that are at risk based on their their
Yeah, but
genotype.
that's the thing that we don't have CAR T in the community based clinic.
You have to go to academic
They have to go
medical
to
center.
higher, bigger center that can do the CAR T.
Last thing, thank you for your time. What's the one thing you're most excited about in oncology research? Like you think is most promising, soon to be available, maybe, or
I'm running. I'm very excited about this trial. I'm running a trial for metastatic breast cancer. All my practice, I've been treating breast cancer for estrogen and progesterone receptor, and HER2/neu. Okay,
Mhm.
which is all this very exciting. But now I'm running trial for androgen receptor and breast cancer.
Androgen
New
receptor.
androgen receptor,
I
AR.
see. I
We have
see.
ER,
Ah.
PR, and now we're adding AR.
So ER,
And
PR, HER, and now
uh
AR.
AR, androgen
Wow.
receptor, and where they taking the specimen, measuring the percentage of the androgen receptor in breast cancer, and putting them on new medication for that, which
Huh.
is kind of quite like a
I
very
haven't heard of that. Yeah.
new dimension or prospect to help the patient with metastatic breast cancer for that.
W- Why do you think there's promise there? Like just maybe become a nerd for a
Because
second.
the phase 1, 2, 3 trial that I reviewed before I accept the trial in my office showed, you know, improvement in survival and reduce improvement in quality of life for these stage 4 patients.
Wow. All right. Fair enough. There you guys go. Androgen
Mhm.
receptor. You hear it first. Don't say you don't learn anything on this show, Guru Nation. So not only we talked about shortage, about labor shortage, supply shortage, growing your site. We talk a little bit about that, but also about oncology, like latest happenings in oncology. So thank you, Dr. Al. Really appreciate your time. We got to do more. And what do you want me to link to you? People want to reach out to you. What, LinkedIn? That's the way to go.
LinkedIn will be good,
Do you
or
still check your
my
LinkedIn?
website, website, careins.com,
Yeah, but they
California
want to
Research
connect.
Institute dot com, CARESINSTU INST.com.
I know, but they want you. They want to connect with you, Dr. Al.
They can
So
call my office, make an appointment, 326 60 6200.
you're gonna get researchers. I'll put LinkedIn. The LinkedIn's active still.
But mainly referral will be through mainly through LinkedIn if they're interested in working
Yeah.
or
Well,
having question to ask me.
yeah. Oh, there you
A
go.
friend of mine.
If you're a coordinator in the Los Angeles area, contact Dr. Al ASAP. Okay,
Well, thank you,
LinkedIn.
Dan. Thank you, Dan.
Well, there you go. You got to do it. Contact him ASAP. There's labor shortage, and if you're a coordinator in Yuma, Arizona, contact me.
Contact
But don't
Dan.
move here. Don't move here because of me. You got to live here already, and then contact me. All right. I don't want to take that gamble with a brand new site. Don't do that. But Dr. Al, LA, there's more people in LA. Contact Dr. Al. Thank you, Dr. Al. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody, for watching, listening. Catch y'all later. Link underneath for Dr. Al. Take care.